Hey guys, Dark Steel here, and welcome back to another Prepper Friday. I realized I was missing last week, and I'm going to try and make it up this week. I had some personal stuff going on, and it is taken care of, so I should be back on top of my schedule now, so I apologize for that. But I'm going to try and make it up by bringing in what I assume will be a somewhat controversial video, and nobody's going to be happy. I kind of can't wait for the comment section on this one, and just all I ask is that you watch the whole video, hear me out, listen to my point, see if it's valid. So the subject of today's rant is impeaching Trump. Now, this will not be my political views on left or right or any of those things. I am not sharing my opinions on politics in general. I am not saying whether I am Republican, Democrat, any of that. This is simply what I believe is a logical conclusion to come to on the possibility of what would happen if Trump were to be impeached. In one of the darkest years I have ever seen in my life, 2016, Donald Trump ran against Hillary Clinton on the campaign trail in one of the most insane campaigns I have ever seen from either side. That was a crazy year. Now, things haven't gotten better, but they've gotten different. So we've kind of fallen into just kind of a new normal. But 2016 was definitely a dividing line where you can definitely see drastic change had occurred. So during that time, President Trump gained support by a large number of people by promising things that a lot of people consider controversial, a lot of people consider, right about time. The slogan, "Make America Great Again." The reason I bring up his following and what he managed to grow on the campaign trail is that he has actually managed to keep most of his promises, which is honestly not very typical for a president to do. He went through his campaign trail saying one thing after another he was going to do, and everybody was going, somebody's saying all of this and all that. He's actually kind of accomplishing the things that he said he was going to do. And a lot of people disagree with his methods for accomplishing them, but you have to say he is going down that checklist and checking things off. So, while he's doing that, his support amongst those supporters who that he grew during the campaign trail has only solidified. People are gathering around him in a very strong way. And a lot of the time, in ways that are not suggested, and that I don't know, that I can't speak for him, but I imagine he himself is not really appreciative of some of the support he's gotten. For instance, sending out bomb threats to a bunch of different people who just said something bad about Trump, including Robert De Niro, who stood up and gave the shortest acceptance speech ever. So, what happens if liberals do push through, find some dirt on Donald Trump that allows them to say he is no longer our president and impeach him completely, remove him from the office? Does his support go away? No. All of the red tape of Congress goes away, and his support gathers behind him, and he becomes a martyr of a sense. His support gathers behind him in a new conviction that he was wrongly dethroned, and they put a throne right back up underneath him. Meanwhile, the other side of the nation parties and cheers, and a strong dividing line splits down the nation like never before. So, we have the supporters and the people against him, and that's already the case. The supporters and the opposition, that's already the case. There's already a strong dividing line. But this only increases that dividing line. And now, newly elected King Trump of his people has an army who want to see him back in there, who want to see him back in the Oval Office. So what happens next? What happens next is that we end up in a situation where we have a bunch of people saying that we have one rightful leader and a bunch of people saying we have another rightful leader, and we will end up in another civil war. Difference between this civil war and the original civil war, a huge, catastrophic, bloody battle that raged on and divided the country and almost destroyed us. working with pitchforks and BB guns. I mean, I realize a little bit better than BB guns, but I'm talking compared to what we have now. Now, the innovation of that time period, yeah, they started working with some pretty good weapons towards the end there, but I'm still saying nothing compared to what we have now. The devastation of a modern civil war on U.S. soil, I don't even know if I can comprehend it, let alone try and convey it to you. But then there's the third party. I did say that it'd be divided in half, and that one half would be for and one half would be against. That's not actually true. There's the third party, the civilian party, that will... the wild card party. We don't really know what they'll do. Form little group militias, form little communities trying to stay out of it, break apart. It would be very likely, very easily to conceive, could be the end of the United States of America, and something new might grow out of it. But there would also be global ramifications that go much further than a civil war. A civil war on U.S. soil, weakening us and causing trade to end across the world, could very easily show weakness to one of these other countries, which relies on our trade, which enjoys our trade, but doesn't necessarily enjoy our leadership. And at that point, they could come across and attack while we are in a weakened state, attacking each other, so that they could take over. I think I've rambled enough for today, and I know this is kind of a short one, but the basic idea is there. Impeaching Trump could mean something so much bigger than a lot of people are thinking, and it could be catastrophic. So, just consider the consequences of your actions before you go through with them. People, I don't care if you like him, I don't care if you hate him, think about the nation first, not your own personal opinions of a different person. Think about the nation as a whole. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. Hit the dislike button if you dislike this video. Tell me in the comments what you think. Carry this conversation on. Post some different theories. Let's talk to each other, have a back and forth, and help each other grow as preppers. If you're not a prepper, maybe consider it. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to this channel. Thank you so much for the view, and go and check out Dark Steel Knives if you want more of this guy. Gooper Giro if you want something a little bit more interesting, and McCartney Survival, of course, if you want more survival tips without the insane guy rambling first. Also, be sure and go check out rowanwoodart.com, where you can purchase one of these beautiful t-shirts. That's all I have for you, and that's it. Bye.